Ted Ishide, Matanuska-Susitna Planning Division, and I'm here at Palmer Hay Flats near the Wasilla Creek Boardwalk. And I'd like to finally talk a little bit about our draft Wetland Mitigation Ordinance. So I've talked a little bit about the value wetlands provide, I've talked about the history leading up to this ordinance, I've talked about our mission. So the Wetland Mitigation Ordinance, the draft is a very simple concept. It simply says that for large developments that impact wetlands, that if the development has to permanently impact a wetland, remove those services for the long term, the ordinance just simply says that if you impact 5 acres of wetlands here with your development, somewhere else in the Matanuska-Susitna, you have to preserve 5 acres. And there's 3 ways to do that. We use the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers paperwork and process, so it's really no new process. It's simply a local ordinance that says for large projects, we look for a 1-to-1 mitigation. If you impact 5 acres, you preserve 5 acres, and there's methods to do that. And this comes again from some local projects, specifically one a couple years ago that impacted 200 acres of wetlands in the Matanuska-Susitna, and the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers only required 5 acres, or 2.5% of the impact to be mitigated. So under our ordinance, that same project, and the project impacted 200 acres, in our ordinance, if that had been in effect, we would ask the developer to preserve 200 acres, a 1-to-1 ratio, somewhere else in the borough to maintain those wetland functions for perpetuity. So the whole idea is we want to encourage development, but also preserve the ecological services that wetlands give us. And it's a conservative ordinance. We want to get public input on it, but again, our mission is to protect and enhance the quality of life, health, and safety of the Matanuska-Susitna, and we do know that wetlands play a role in that. So the Wetland Mitigation Ordinance is on tap to be in front of the Planning Commission for action, probably their last meeting in September, and then for action in front of the Matanuska Assembly in October, no later than November. So again, Ted Ishide, Matanuska-Susitna, I hope in this process I've given you an overview of wetlands. I hope I've given you an idea what the Wetland Mitigation Ordinance says. It's online. Please look at it. Please give comment. Please contact me or any member of the Matanuska Planning Division, especially my supervisor, Kim Solian, for any questions you have on this, because we want to engage people and we want to work with people as we protect and enjoy and develop this beautiful Matanuska-Susitna that we live in. Ted Ishide, Matanuska-Susitna. Thank you very much.